Make it special. Make it Maloney.
This segment of the Port Jeff Pulse is brought to you by Holistic Body for You, health coaching by Karen Sullivan.
Hey, Kev.
Hi, Kat.
How are you?
Great. Having a great day, really.
Yep. We have another guest here.
This is called saving the best for last.
Yep. His name is Phil Sullivan, in case any of you don't know who he is.
Husband of Karen Sullivan, Phil Sullivan. How
Yeah.
are you?
I'm doing very well, thank you.
This is your second appearance on the Port Jeff Pulse.
Liked it so much the
Yes.
first time, decided to come back again.
Not really. You're a glutton for punishment is what it is.
Well, you know what?
Exactly.
It's become a good medium to get your point out,
Yes.
and to
Thank you, Phil.
and to get your services out there to the
Hey.
public. A lot of people are paying attention to this
Yes.
this show, and
And where's your little partner in crime today?
he had unfortunately other business to attend to,
Okay.
and he's not really a public kind of guy.
No,
he likes
he's
to
not.
he likes to lurk in the shadows.
He's
and,
operational,
John.
you know.
Yeah,
John.
he
That's
couldn't
what
make
makes
it.
partnerships great.
Yeah.
You know, operational.
Yes.
Phil's on the outside.
Yes.
Yes.
And I understand Phil has an event.
Yep.
Are you guys fully putting this event on? Is this just your company, or do you have partner companies doing this too?
Well, it's an idea I had because we are encountering employment shortages of people that are qualified or that want to even go into any type of service field, so roofing, siding, electric, HVAC, plumbing. So I've been seeing this as an issue. I started to talk to my fellow contractors, not in my business, but in other businesses, and they were echoing the same problems they're having. They're not able to find people that are qualified that want to go into this as a line of business, and it's become so challenging to find employees that we were talking about it. And I said, well, let's do our own job fair. Let's put on our
I think
own
it's brilliant.
program.
It's great.
And
Yep.
so
I think so. Again, I mean, you might attract a lot of people to this. You might actually have. I would hope, by the way, you might have an overage. So maybe you do it with a few guys that are, you know, in business that need tradesmen. So we're talking about, refrigerant, heating, roof. Are we talking about all those trades?
Well, what I did was to
Put the
start it
poster up
off.
in the background.
To start it off, we got a A1 roofing right here. John Malizia, he's right here in Port Jefferson Station. I got Order a Plumber, Kenny Schwam, who has a couple of different operational points, but he's out of the Islip area. I got Matt Palace, who is a larger electrician from the South Shore, and the three of us were having the same exact problem. So I said, let's see if we can make a go of this. Every time we put it up on Facebook or do any type of social media, we get a lot of hits off of it, we get a
Got
lot of
good
shares.
comments.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah,
Right.
so I mean, I think that it's going to be a big success, and maybe I'll get out of the HVAC field altogether, and I'll go and
Run job
the
fair.
HR.
run job fairs.
Maybe you will. Maybe I'll pull my son out of college.
Right.
You know, we talked about this the first time you came on the show,
Yes.
and I recognized
about
it,
the trades?
about
Yeah.
the trades, and it just seems so apparent to me that 20-somethings, they don't know how to even fix,
No.
whatever, a
Right.
blade under a mower, whatever.
Right, right.
Never mind if they'll
Right.
use the mower.
Right. and not his generation. His generation is just they're extremely mechanically inclined.
They are, but we're
most
talking
men
about
that are-
passing on the baton now.
I know.
Well, you know, it's
know.
a problem that we're having in society. Everybody thinks that their child needs to go to college in order to have a rewarding life, and the truth is that college isn't cut out for everybody. It's not
not
cut
at
out for
all.
everybody financially, and it's not cut out for everybody. They're just not into the schooling. So, in my field alone, the salaries are exploding. So, the field you can make as much as being a lawyer or being a doctor.
Absolutely.
In my field, depending on how where you want to take it.
Yeah, some of the
Right.
college degrees, specifically, honestly, in my field, media, are making much less than what a tradesman can make.
Yes.
It's devalued.
Right.
It is devalued. So it's awesome.
If somebody was to come to you with experience and you were to hire somebody, what do you think the base salary would be? Let's say in the
Depends on their
HVAC
expertise.
field?
Depending on their expertise, depending on what side of the, do they want to be on the installation side of the business? Do they want to be on the service side of the business? Service mechanics, depending on the type
Right.
of training and schooling and education.
Right.
So let's not let's not kid ourselves here. Any
Right.
type of career you choose, there's going to be an education point, and there's going to be a
Right.
commitment, and there's going to be training that's required. And you can sit back and watch it happen and be the low man on the totem pole for your entire career, just getting by, or you can be the highest paid guy in the company. Eventually, maybe even having your own company one day.
Okay.
I didn't start this off, with having a company that was thriving like this. We started it off
Absolutely.
with just, me calling up John's wife every day saying, "Did anything come in yet? Do we have any work today?"
Yep.
So it started with a dream and a couple of beers, and 17 years
Hard
later.
work, perseverance, customer service, and
Right.
quality work. When is the event? And where and when is the event and the time and whatnot?
So we selected the Holiday Inn Express in Stony Brook on Route 347. We're doing it on Saturday, the 4th, March 4th. We're going to start off at around 11, and depending on how many people show up, we're going to have a light breakfast there available, and depending on how many people show up,
What should one bring with them besides a great attitude?
great attitude, dressed to impress, and bring your resume.
Bring a resume.
Bring your resume.
Bring your
It doesn't
resume.
matter what your resume is. Everybody is looking for all caliber of people.
So if we had an 18-year-old, a 17, 18-year-old, who is about to graduate high school and is literally going, I don't know what to do with my life, because I'm not really wanting to go away to school. I don't think it's for me. You'll talk to that person.
We'll definitely
And that person
talk
is
to
going to
them.
be trainable, if nothing else.
My advice to somebody that doesn't know what they want to do, and if they're thinking about getting involved in the field, is to take a mechanical aptitude test. That should be the beginning to
That's
see
an awesome
if they have the
idea.
aptitude to be mechanical. If they don't have it, then this field probably isn't for them. They should not be afraid of ladders. They shouldn't be afraid of working in very hot environments or very cold environments. So there are certain things that you've got to look at from a whole before you start looking at the pieces. And just making sure. I've had a lot of people that we've gotten in touch with through different venues that they come out of school or wherever they've gone and they're ready to get into the job market in the HVAC field, and they have a height issue where they don't like to climb ladders. That's something that's going to hold you back in my field. So, something like that you really need to think about. But we are looking for, I personally prefer to start off with somebody with very little experience and then
Okay.
train them the way I want to train them.
Okay.
So I am looking for that, somebody up to 25-year-old
Yes.
that's doesn't know really where they want to be and they want to give it a shot.
But it also helps if they sort of have a reason to work.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? To
Yeah.
support you know what I
Right.
mean? Because then you get somebody that's dedicated.
That's going to be motivated and
Because
committed.
80% of success is
disciplined.
showing up. And
Yep.
Right.
You know
Right.
that.
Yes.
And the thing that's super cool about this job fair is that all the companies, Phil's friends with all these guys that own these companies, but they're all homegrown companies right here on Long Island. And that started probably very similar to how Phil and John started. And now these companies are very, very, very big and very successful. So these are companies where, I know in Phil's company, there's, benefits, there's 401k, there's, vacation time, there's sick time, so all of that comes.
Need any
with-
salespeople?
going through their probationary period through the company, but they get all of that.
Right.
Plus, eventually, getting a vehicle. They get a company vehicle, to use if
Right.
they're on the installation of the service side. So
I think this is going to be very successful. I'm going to come to this because I want to witness it, but I have a feeling it's going to be very successful.
and I'm going to be helping
You're gonna be there?
Sanvio.
Yeah.
I'm going to be doing interviews for them.
Okay.
So I'll be
Yeah, so
helping them
actually,
screen and do some
a
interviews.
few of my guys are going to stop by and they're going to, be able to sit there and talk to people that are
Yes,
coming
that's
up. And kinda,
important. Like testimony.
Yeah, yeah. So my
Right.
partner will be there. A bunch of the guys are going to stop by. They're going to be able to answer any questions, not from the owner's perspective, but from the employee's perspective. And I don't, look at them as employees. I look at them as partners because their success drives my success, which we are success
That's
together.
refreshing, Phil. I won't name names on that one, but that's nice. So many
And
don't.
in Phil's company right now, there are some positions available in the office pool.
Yes.
So I'm not sure about the other companies, but there could be some potential positions there,
Sure,
some clerical and
sure.
some office positions if anyone is, looking for a position. So, it's not just about being out in
Yep.
the field too. So,
So very good. It's March 4th.
March 4th,
Starting
11
at
a.m.
11 a.m.
o'clock.
That's a Saturday. That's in the Stony Brook Holiday Inn Express.
Yes.
I think Lenore runs the
Correct.
operation there, so we know
Yep.
Lenore. Lenore,
Yep.
I'll give this to you so you can get
Yep.
it out. And
Thanks, Lenore.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks,
and
Lenore.
thanks, Phil. I think this is going to be great. Great idea. Good luck with it.
Thank you. Thank you
Thanks.
very much.